Hey guys, Can Opener Dude here with another League of Legends related reveal. They just announced Shen's rework, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. It's actually more of an update than a rework, only two of his abilities are changing, but they do change like massively different things. So we're going to take a look at these and see exactly what we're talking about here. So, splash arts remaining relatively the same, though these swords look different to me. So there's a possibility of that. Now, his new passive is Key Barrier, which is his old W. So basically, when he casts an ability, he gains a temporary shield, um, and it's significantly reduced if one of his abilities affect an allied or enemy champion. So basically, what this becomes is that now, especially late game, you're just going to have this shield on you whenever you're using your abilities, which means that'll synergize well with your taunt, which is staying. It'll also synergize with your ultimate shield, which is staying. And it'll also synergize pretty well with your new W, which we'll get to in just a second. So basically what to take away from that is that he's going to be getting a lot of shields late game, so that he'll keep getting that shield to keep him alive while he's in melee range whacking away with people, because his Q has changed so that he no longer has that ranged sword throw. So let's take a look. His Q is Twilight Assault. He calls his Spirit Blade, empowering his next 3 basic attacks to deal damage based on a portion of his target's max health. If his Spirit Blade collides with an enemy champion on its way to him, Shen deals increased damage and gains greatly increased attack speed. All enemies struck by the returning blade briefly suffer reduced movement speed when moving away from Shen. So let's watch the video here, because this is it's going to be a little hard to explain without understanding what exactly the Spirit Blade is. So you see, there it is. So you see, what it is it's this sword that's going to remain basically stationary until you use your Q. I think just your Q. I'm not sure if your W changes its position at all, but like, see how it stays where he puts it no matter where he goes. So what's going to happen is that you're going to be walking around in lane with your lane opponent, and then you're going to try and get behind them so that when you use your Q, your sword goes through them. Then you get even more increased damage and even more attack speed. And then they'll get movement speed if they try to get away. They'll get reduced movement speed if they try to get away from you. So that's going to be your main harass. It's not ranged anymore, but it gives you kind of a counterplay and a positioning component to it. And your W actually interacts with the sword as well. It says, Shen's Spirit Blade creates a protective barrier that allows Shen and his nearby allies to dodge all basic attacks for a few seconds. The ability triggers when there are allied champions in the zone. If there are no allies in the zone, it waits to start until one gets close enough. So let's watch the video again. This is going to be... she's attacking, and then when he uses that, the auto attacks don't go off. So what that means is that, let's see here. So see, Akali's in the zone. I think it'll count Shen as an ally too, so you can use that in lane. So basically, the combo is going to go, you E in, you use your taunt in, so then you're behind them. You immediately Q so that your Spirit Blade catches up to you, and then immediately W. So go EQW, and then you're behind them, able to attack them, dealing bonus damage with extra attack speed, and they can't auto attack you back because Spirit's Refuge, your new W, will prevent auto attacks from hitting you. Now this is going to be interesting for team fights as well, because if you can imagine, Shen ults in on a carry or something, he E's onto the enemy, they all collapse on him, his team collapses on the enemy, and then he activates his W. Suddenly, his entire team is immune to auto attacks, and they're just flying out everywhere, attacking everything. So it's going to be really nice for Shen to be this super tank, can't get hit by auto attacks for a few seconds, but also get the shield from his passive, while all his friends are also immune for auto attacks for a few seconds and are just dishing out damage. So he's going to be really, really team fight based. I feel like Shen's going to be this super team fight based, very strong duelist. That very tanky duelist that's going to basically redefine the team fight whenever he is there. So it's going to be that much more important to trying to catch people when Shen's not around. And this is just even going to make him even better of a split pusher because, he's got this, the deal damage based on a portion of his target's max health. So he can use this on minions too. So he can, call a Spirit Blade to push faster, but it won't get the attack speed unless there's another enemy around, unless there's an enemy champion around. So he's still going to be a split push monster. It's not going to be as effective with the Q clear, but it's still going to give you enough damage to get through waves and split push. But what's really going to happen is that his split push is going to be just as deadly, and his team fight's going to be much more deadly. So this is definite buff for Shen. This rework brings him up into modern day and is a definite buff depending on how the numbers work out. Obviously, we don't have the numbers yet. We should have it by tomorrow. But depending if the numbers are just right, then this should be a net buff for Shen, which I'm very much looking forward to. So here's the little comic page looking thing. He gets a bit of a visual overhaul, not too much though. And, we got the Spirit Blade hanging out that does cool stuff. And I think he's going to be able to do pretty well as a jungler still. Now, what I'm excited for is look how cool his skins look now. I mean, even that's Yellow Jacket Shen right there. I mean, my goodness. And there's Frozen Shen. So even the two Chroma pack Shen skins now look good. I have Blood Moon myself, so that's pretty damn cool looking right there. And Surgeon Shen gets the giant scalpels. TPA gets the bangy thingies. They still got those, but they're kind of redesigned. I'm interested to see if his spirit sword design changes on his skin, like if Surgeon Shen gets a giant scalpel as a spirit sword, or Warlord Shen gets that flag. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Everyone's talking 3-hit passive, but yeah, I don't know. I think this is a net buff for Shen. I'm really excited to take a look at it, and we'll probably get some gameplay footage of this plus Jin tomorrow when the PBE goes live. So they delayed it today along with patch 6.1, so we can't even do the new champ select. So we will be doing videos on that too. When the new champ select goes live on NA, I will be playing that as well and getting some footage to show you exactly how that's going to work going forward, and if they made any little tweaks since it's been on the PBE. So that's all for now. Be sure to like this video, comment, and share, and favorite, and all that good stuff if you enjoyed. And be sure to check out our I-Series videos. We are TCA. We just put out earlier today. It's a video about our league team's trials and tribulations at the Insomnia 56 tournament. So be sure to check that out. That will be in the that will be probably on that side over there. And if it's not, just click on the channel name. It'll take you right there. So look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for some full gameplay of Shen and of Jin. And I hope to see you all then. Bye.